All right, thank you. Hey guys, hello. Hey, carry up. I figured on the way home, let me stop it because tomorrow's public works. Let me do an assessment of where we're at. So I go in with facts. Hey guys, so I figured since I got out early, and it's gonna be real quick, guys. I just want to take a quick spit around. I mean, famous last words, but my intention is that this is gonna be very, very quick, like 10 minutes max. But let's see where we're at. I'm really hoping that talking to Martinez and calling him out on these planners, I'm hoping that very soon they're gone. Oh, thanks, Carrot. It was a lot. It was over. Like it was a lot of things to digest. You know what I mean? Like I'm still processing the Heidi and the chief. Like, I'm still trying to process that. And the apology from Tim. So I'm really happy with how like today's how it turned out. Oh, and the complaint, right? We got a complaint against that cop. But I think we need to storm Heidi's. I mean, literally, Heidi, if you're listening, because we know you're Scientology and you got all the, probably the, at least I suspect you're allegedly Scientology with the way you protect them and prosecute their enemies. But I think we need to mass email her and saying you cannot claim ignorance. You know, and you know it's malicious prosecution. Oh, real? Oh, okay. So good. I'm not. That's good because I'm here alone. So I'm glad I'm not alone. Um, I want to see. I also want to challenge. I want them to tell me that the sidewalk. Well, no, I don't want them to tell me the sidewalk belongs to Scientology. I want them to do the right thing. So I don't ever wish them to do the wrong thing. But I'm curious if they do that because I hear they've been doing that. And I did make that to the police commissioner. They need to teach their people. Oh, what? The street is open again? Wait, what? Guys, was this street open? Did you know it was open? Is this a present for me? Oh, thank you, a kinder mind. I appreciate that. We'll do it together, you know. I'm glad I take you guys with me. It's like we're going in mass, all those numbers. I can feel it, you know, I can feel the numbers. Like I feel like I have a whole bunch of people with me, that I'm not alone. So how long has this been open? Because they closed again. See, I just said today it's closed again. RV headquarters, that's funny. This is glorious. The street is open. Oh, thank you, Kings. Kid, that's sweet. Oh, you guys. It's a group effort. Thank you, guys. Wow, see freedom of cars to drive down the street. You know they're happy. See, people are using it. They want the street back. Now, trying to see how long until these planners are going. Okay, this is definitely... Okay, Public Works. Okay, Council District 13. Tell me where I would get the paratransit ramp. And look, cars. All I've seen is this car after car enjoying the use of the street. Yeah, see, this is closer together. This wasn't even this obnoxiously close. So it opened up overnight. That's awesome. So do we know for how long? When's the next permit? So now they're being pushed. I bet before they didn't open it up in between permits. I bet you. Now they're getting pressure. Oh yeah, I'm sure it was nuts. But look at all like the. So since I've been here, what 4 or 5 cars passed by? This is a couple minutes. They want to be able to utilize the street. They have a right to utilize the street. This is awesome. So, oh man, so nice. I hear drilling. What's going on? Like I said, it's going to be a quick one. I just wanted to bring you guys this. I wanted to have. Hey guys, hey Adrian. Do we have a planner box count? No, we don't. Is that what? Do we need one? I could do that. Danny, so it wasn't clear. That's a good idea. So we'll do a box count. I know I said 10 minutes, but I am all for doing a box count. Oh, it's a cleaner. The OpSync guy nodded at me because I haven't received it yet. It was read to me by the BSIS of the apology letter by OpSync for the mistreatment of how they mistreated the ADA community, and they assured me that all their people have been retrained. So we'll see. But he just nodded. He didn't say nothing. Okay, so let's do a count. All right. Let's do Fountain. Where's Dale? Whoa! Oh my gosh, I could barely get down. Ooh, that was scary. Okay, that is not good. Your dogs are precious. Okay, let's do. Okay, where's our our DOA? Wait, but let's count one. Oh no, it's on both sides. I don't even know if I can count that high right now. We'll stick with the Ron Hubbard. Where is DOA? Is that him up there? Is that him up there in the white? Is it the white camper up there? That shook me up a bit, that bump. But they're fixing the sidewalk, the perfectly pristine sidewalk. They're fixing that one because that's the one that needs the. But yeah, we're going to count. The next time we'll come and count these. I can't believe they killed the bees, man. That pisses me off. I'm not going to forget the bees. Tell Matt, whatever. Is it Matt? Whoever was upset, we're going to deal with the bees. That was so inhumane. That makes me so angry. I know someone who's a big bee person. Is this it? Is this the way? Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. I don't think he's here. Scientology is a cult. Yes, it is. Hey, DOA. Is that you? You in there?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this morning. I was like,
Yeah, hold on, let me come out. Let me grab everybody.
Well, this is a nice setup. I love it. They must hate you being here. They must hate this. I'm going to count the planners, and then I'm going to run. I just wanted to count. I can't believe it's open. I didn't know it was open.
Yeah.
So I would have gone tomorrow saying it's still closed, and they'd be like, so I would have been a Fibber McGee, like Burke.
What up?
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm living here now.
Awesome. Good. Is this where you're gonna? Good.
I think I'm gonna shower here today.
Yes.
We got the little shower. I'm gonna set it up in here. They got planters.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah. Just be careful that you don't get inhale the waste because we need a hazmat. Yeah, we need hazmat here. Because look how it's killing the plants. Like the plants can't survive it.
Yeah, there's not really water in them.
Is that what it is? I
Yeah,
don't know.
it
It might
looks
be
like
the
they need some
toxic.
water.
They might. Well, I think they used up all the water to get rid of you guys that time. They used up hundreds. I think they used up all the city water trying to get rid of the encampment that time.
Yeah, I think. Did you see that they did the paper mache? I did the wheat pasting.
No.
They literally were. It took them an hour and a half to remove the posters, and I put them on the outside of the planters. The cops came and said
They came?
Yeah, they came and said that that the planters are Scientologies. And
Oh, since when? On a public easement? I don't
on the
think
public
so.
easement,
I don't think so.
and
Then tell that to the dogs that piss on them, you know?
well,
Arrest the
and-
owners for pissing
yeah,
on them.
and so I'm gonna work on these planters over here. I'm gonna paper mache the whole fucking thing.
I love
the whole
it.
Planter box, all the boards, everything is gonna get paper mache with anti-Scientology.
I love
papers,
it. I love it.
because they
Yes.
might be able to try to make that argument right here, but all these planters across the street right here. you
Yeah,
can't
how
make
can
that
they
argument.
claim own exactly? Because
You
they don't
can't
own that
claim
property.
ownership. You can't
No.
just like put shit out like.
Unless they're saying they own those
and
properties.
This almost just looks like shipping crates with brown paint on them.
It does.
You know, it's not like something super fancy. I mean, it's like cedar, but
I question whether or not they really can claim ownership.
no, I don't think you can.
I don't think so either.
This is like garbage.
But you know, I filed a complaint against that
I
cop.
saw that, and I did file with the lady.
Good.
When the supervisor came, I did file a complaint, and I said it numerous times. She said I could file it with her or go into the station.
They're filing with her's fine. It doesn't matter as long as it gets filed.
Yeah, so you got to see everybody today. They pulled you into the room to file a report right
Yes.
away.
Right away.
That's amazing.
That's the OIG, yeah, because the OIG, they said we have somebody there, and he didn't like that I was filming, but I said, it's educational for everybody to learn how to interact with government. I said, and also, I just don't trust. I want to film my interactions.
Should be, all public officials should be able to be filmed.
Yes,
in public
that's why I
capacity.
tell them, go get a private job.
Outside of minor issues with some type of.
Or if you're back in an area that's where, and you're consenting to it, but in public, no.
No.
And they had to deal with it. And
So, what was that? The OIG.
it was the OIG's office because
What's
they
OIG
can't. That's the
stand
Office of Inspector General.
Okay.
But he told me he goes, what it'll do is he took the report, but I'm going to need to upload the video and stuff because they're going to probably send for more info. So if you don't mind if I share it.
Yeah.
And because all they can do is they investigate the chief. So it's the AD that investigates everyone underneath the chief. But he goes, but we are able to take the report and transfer it to them.
Oh, interesting. So
Yes. I didn't know that.
They only investigate the chief of police.
Yes.
In
But they
each-
can take
each
in
police
any.
force.
Well, yeah, if there's OIG, you can have OIG for any. See, they got it because they were forced to get it. OIG could be for any government agency if they have an OIG. So I don't know where it is. Not every police force, I don't think, has an IG. I'm not sure on that.
Okay.
But they were forced to have one because of all the corruption. I think they were it's a added level of.
And so he was there, so he pulled you in.
Well, it wasn't him, because there's right now it's an interim. It's Frances Yu, the lady that was there. But it was one from his office. It was one of the investigators. She's the one who told me, she goes, somebody's there to take your complaint right now. And she knows me because she's the one we met with when we went to the OIG. And so I went and I complained against him because I had his badge number because I said, I'm going to call the police if I ever see him out here because to me he's scary. He's so unhinged.
Well, he went
He's
crazy.
terrifying.
He went hands on right away.
Yes.
And the report, someone sent me because I got a picture of the screen, and it said that that members were threatening to assault me.
Whoa.
It wasn't me saying threats. It was
Okay.
members that were attending there were saying that they wanted to threaten me. but
And then he
without
went with the Billy
weapons.
Club with you.
Yeah, he went with the Billy Club with me.
And I told him, I said, you know what? I said, I don't like that he called you guys pigs because, I don't think I love animals and it's not fair to
I just
pigs.
laughed at that.
It's I had to tell them, but they should be able to take it,
And then so you got to see the new police chief. too?
Yes, I got the, does that,
Talk to him?
yeah, I was I'm behind him in line, at the, and he's like, oh, where are you from? And so, I said, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm the new chief. I'm going to be the new chief. I'm like, I need to bend your ear. I said, it's not right now because it's 2 seconds. And I said, I need your email address because I don't have it yet. I said, okay, can I email you everything I want to talk to you about? And he goes, of course. I said, will you remember Audit LA? You can't forget me at Audit LA. He goes, I'll remember. And he goes, I said, but will you listen to me and hear me out? And he goes, I'm a good listener.
Yeah.
And I also met by accident, because I got in trouble. I went up to the city attorney to ask him to turn myself in. Because I said Henry did that to help me because I was the one bitching about not being able to get into so I said he did it to save me. So really I should be, they should be coming after me. So the guy was so nasty. He was so rude. But then, and then so I'm leaving, and then guess who appears? Heidi herself. And I'm telling her, I say, please drop this. And she goes, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know anything about unfair, whatever. I'm like, now you've been notified.
Yeah, now you know.
Now you know. Okay, you didn't know. Now you do.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to send her a letter. Say, remember that lady that went to you and told you, well, here we want it, and more people support it. And say, you know what, you're going to have problems because you've been notified. This is, they're doing it on behalf of Scientology. Unless they charge them for putting all that stuff out there illegally and charge them with the illegal, all this other stuff illegal, they have no right to be charging anyone else. It's not, it's equal application. You want to charge him, you got to charge them.
Yeah.
So we need to get on her.
And Michael, they raised almost $4,000 for Michael.
Awesome.
His stuff. So
Good.
That's so important. Like
It
all these
is.
pieces are so important.
They had to be one, and it's only fair to make everyone, if you can, guys, whoever, it's like to help make everyone whole, because this is like a real battle, and it's like the anxiety that this having that charge is over him. I know that hurt him a lot. I'm sure it's I know it's affected you with all the guns to your head.
Oh, absolutely.
That's that too. It's like you got to train your people. That's why I really want to get with the new chief. It's like, look, you have got to train your people to stop coming in code 3 every time when it's Scientology. They got to know by now it's shenanigans. It's absolute nonsense.
The firefighters the firefighters came yesterday.
Oh my God.
And the police. So.
But I'm determined to get that little twerp. You know he was the kid that was bullied in school. Okay, I guarantee you. I saw it in his eye. He was bullied in school, which is a shame.
Who's this?
That cop that went after you.
Yes.
He was the kid that was bullied in class, and then he grew up to be a cop. And then now he gets to bully. He gets to be, but he couldn't handle being called a name. I get called names. Don't you get called names?
Yeah.
I get insults, but but I'm not trusted with the gun and the power to arrest people. You can't just being called a name, like want to go beat somebody because they called you a name. It's like, and that's what I was saying. I said, I bet all these other cops in this room, if I had called them that, whatever, they're not going to flinch. Why is this guy going off, crazy? Because he was bullied as a kid. He's not going to tolerate bullying anymore. He's going to go bully everybody else he sees now. He's dangerous. He is absolutely dangerous. So I am on him. We had to be on a mission. That guy, he's got to be pulled off the street. He cannot be in the public anymore.
Well, this is like, it sounds so stupid, but this battle has become a battle of the planters and the battle of the elders.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's
you got to get the tentacles though.
yeah,
It's
and this is and what that's showing is the collaboration with the LAPD,
yes.
the city department, city planning, streets and sanitation. They moved that porta potty we had they moved it because they moved it and then put planters.
See, and they don't have right here. But you can't have that. But you can have how many? And we got to do a count. I was told get a count. I'll count over there. I'm kind of tired today. But and they're required to have a porta potty if they have over 300 people, and all their applications are 300, 800, 1,000. So where's their porta potty? And they're not saying on the thing that they're allowing their bathroom to be used because they're not going to let you use the bathroom even though you can publicly be there, right? So they're picking and choosing who can use their potty.
Well, I'm so glad that the judge ruled that and said specifically that some people are being allowed to go by and access the public road, but not others.
Yes.
And that's so important with the language of like future lawsuits, because that's the language you need.
It is.
They single you out for your protest activities.
Right.
Which is a big no-no.
Right, and they can't even, I know, and they're not even allowed to prevent, because it only prevents cars. Those permits do not prevent pedestrians. It's very, very clear.
Yeah.
So for them, and that's why I warned the city a few months ago. I said, I am going to I have only until November. I got to get it done. I am putting you on notice that I'm going to deal with the city they prevented my access, for my free being able to travel based on, and I found I had the proof that they knew that supervisor had the correct permit with that page 2 that says it's only cars, not pedestrians.
Yeah.
And they still prevented me until I said I can't go around. Then he let me go.
And that's so huge because it's happened to numerous people. And I'm doing that dot connecting to get all those incidences together so that eventually we'll all have all have claims together, not a class action, but a multiple claim, kind of what's happening with Diddy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, all
there's
these claims, right.
All these claims. That's basically the same people at the same time.
Yep.
And
Same abuse.
Same abuse, and there's so many different cops, and so I'm trying to get all the pictures from the Watch the Watcher stuff attached
Perfect.
to the events, and then
That's what we need.
you know, and then really it's their bosses, and then bosses. That's where the strings are going to attach to Scientology.
Absolutely.
You know? The little people are doing all the work.
Yeah, doing the job of all the cops. But that's what's going to be it too. It's like, right, it's like the tentacles. It's like we're seeing the corruption, whether it's corruption that they own them or corruption that they fear them. I don't know what it is. And I told them today, I'm going to figure out what their hold is over you, that I can't get this compliant in 6 months, 5 months, whatever. I said, I'm going to find out. I told Martinez to his face.
Yeah.
So I said, we're going to get to the bottom of it. But yeah, you're right. It become about this. But if they're not going to fix this, they're not going to go in and save those kids.
Not doing anything.
Right.
Yeah, and if they're doing this in the largest police department.
Yes.
The largest fire department in the country, if not the world, or in the country, they could do it anywhere.
Anywhere. And so you think they're going to go in that blue building and rescue kids or rescue victims if they're not willing to move a planter?
I really want to know how many times a good FOIA request would be. How many times has CPS been in these buildings?
I bet never.
I bet you they've never been in.
I bet never.
Yeah.
I bet never. And I bet they wouldn't even be bothered. It is.
CPS has never been in here, ever.
Yeah, that's my guess. I mean, I don't know that for sure because I don't know if you can CPRA those records, but it's a good idea. You know what I mean? I should try.
No, the FOIA, I mean, in most other places, FOIA is one of the best acts that the government has done for the people.
Oh, yeah.
And just the ability to shine light. There's some light.
Absolutely.
Like you were saying, everything, is staying in the darkness. It needs to come to the light.
Yeah, once it comes to the light, it's harder for the cockroaches run into the dark.
That's what's happening. These planters in the road closure are so different and radical, and it's also awesome that the city has already ruled that they're not supposed to be used out there for the homeless.
Right, and they went and made them move it. I think the city actually moved it.
Yeah.
But they won't move these, and it just shows you.
Yeah, it actually couldn't be more perfect for what's going on.
Right, and I believe that was the same council district, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that wasn't that in Martinez's district too, or don't we know?
It's Hollywood Boulevard.
That's his. If it's by the test center.
Yeah, I think it was by the.
That's Martinez.
Because I see they're removed now.
Yeah,
So
that's his.
I know where they were.
Yeah, if you can figure out, tell me, like when you figure out, tell me where it is. I can find exactly if it's his or not. Because if he did it for one but won't do it for these, what's that say?
Yeah. Well, it's that selective enforcement.
Yes.
They're doing this with the parking spots over here.
See?
They came yesterday for me being parked in the red zone. Three cop cars, 3 cops came to tell me that I was parked in the red zone.
I'm trying to find out the legitimacy of that red zone too.
Yeah, well, in the old pictures, it's all yellow.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that, if that's legit. There's just so many, it's so much nonsense. It's like we're learning a lot about the corruption.
It's what a lot of property owners do. They take everything as proximity as theirs.
Yeah.
And that's what this all is really about. And that's why there's no homeless here, ever. I mean, everywhere else there's homeless except for this area.
Right.
And this L. Ron Hubbard Way, there's no parking. I mean,
yes, I believe it's the only street in LA as well that has 0 parking on the street.
Which is like, well, how?
Yeah, in LA, especially where we need parking. They're taking away our parking because now with this, they don't have to build parking with buildings anymore. They could have a 10-story building and not one parking spot. So you have all those new residents where they're going to park. So we're desperate for parking. So this street to be no parking, that's what we need to get rid of too.
Yeah.
That has to go.
I think that's the battle's L. Ron Hubbard Way.
It is.
Our court cases, mine and Danny's court cases was about that. Michael's court case was about that.
Yep.
I'm so happy that Michael's stuff got dismissed.
Oh, me too. Now we need to get Henry. We need to get everyone dismissed.
Henry and Josiah.
And Josiah, that's right.
Josiah's been kicking around. I mean, it's almost been a year.
It's crazy.
January will be a year.
So yeah, we got to get Josiah. We got to get all of them, and one by one, we just keep making a lot of noise because it's getting to them.
Yeah, no, it is. Those city councils and stuff. Those are so important.
Yeah, they're
so
getting sick of it.
And your videos are showing, or the amount of people you have watching your channel shows the interest.
Yeah, people are interested.
They're interested in it.
They are.
The last few lives have been thousands and thousands. Of
Yeah,
people
I think
watching.
today was, I want to say 13,000.
13,000. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot.
That's a whole lot of
People,
views.
yeah, and I was, and I gave him a lot of credit, McCosker, because I was really, because I'm holding them to like their rules too, because they want to kick us out for the rules, but it's like rules for thee, not for me, and that pisses me off. But today, McCosker, because him and Padilla broke the Brown Act, he actually came, shook my hand, looked me in the eye, and apologized to me. I'm like, okay, you know what, like that's all we need. So then I went and blasted her for being she was like giving me snarkiness. Like, no, we have to hold them even to their own rules because they're holding us to these rules.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's just knowing the rules and making noise when people are not abiding by them.
Yeah, and not being afraid to go redress them. Whether we all have different styles. Like that's what Streets was always saying. They're like, we have different styles of how we handle it, but it's all works together. You know what I mean?
It's sympathy. Everyone's got their own instrument, and
Yes.
coming together, that's where the
Yeah.
magic happens.
All of it. Like we need the loud, we need the balance. It's like a symphony, right? Like all the different, crescendo, so it all works together, and that's why I tell
because
everyone,
that
just find your own
attracts-
voice.
It attracts a certain different crowd. Each
Yeah.
style attracts a different crowd.
Yeah, and we all work
without
together.
that style there, and it's a lot about being able to relate to that person.
I agree, and that's why I always thought like, but a lot of people don't get Goat Puppet, and so I'm like, imagine we're how many months and how frustrated we are.
Yeah.
Imagine he's been doing this for 15 years.
15 years,
I think it's been 15 years, and like at some point, like he I think he has a lot of people that bend in his ear because he knows a lot of stuff coming before that happened
Yeah.
without anyone else knowing it. So he's not a crazy guy at all. He's very smart. He's a lawyer, but like at some point you almost I could see why you become a goat puppet. It's just I see it. Because it's
because you feel
insane.
like nothing's done.
Yeah, and they don't hear you. Well, they sit there and they're on their computers, they're on their phone, they're on the So I think I'm just going to start calling them out on that because they don't. We have a right to be heard, and it's like, why are you sitting there? They have so much disdain for us. It's disgusting. Not the neighborhood, like the neighborhoods. I always get them. I want to help the neighborhood because they don't want the neighborhood councils. The city council would love to get rid of the neighborhood councils, because they.
Super local action.
Right, and they speak up on what the community don't want.
Yeah.
So they hate them. So I want them to be encouraged to use their voice too as a council because they do have a little bit more say because when they're heard in the record, it has more clout. So I want to encourage them. So I want to go as a friend to the neighborhood councils, be their friend, say, hey, we want to encourage you to be strong. And it like at the Central Hollywood one, they're like. They got energized, but like, yeah, they're doing better. They're just getting on point, and like they're starting to realize, yeah, we can talk.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's all good. And then we hold the city council the feet to the fire.
Yeah, and that's what gets shit done. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a group effort.
It is. It has to
a
be
group
everyone
effort.
working together, and it's not like. And I know everyone says, working. It's crowdsourcing. Everyone's seeing what everyone's doing. And it's a crowdsource, because it's like, okay, I saw what happened to you. That pissed me off beyond reason. And so now I go make my complaint.
Yeah.
It's not that we didn't sit there and call each other, oh, Joanne, can you file a complaint? No, it's not right. No, none of that. But this is crowdsourcing. So they want to always try to say, oh, working as a group. No, it's crowdsourcing. I saw what happened to him. I saw what happened to Henry. I can't stand it, so I do my part. If something's happening to me, like he saw me saying, hey, I can't get on here, so he went and did what he did. We're all working together, like in that sense.
Hit the Henry.
Uh-huh.
He said something to Henry when he confronted Heidi. You said something.
Yes.
And they can't say that they didn't hear it.
Right. She's trying to play dumb because, I felt like calling her out on that today because I more like I have complaint letters about all that too, about all her nonsense because really she failed. She actually failed. She failed Streets. I said she owes him an apology, not the other way around. But she also owes that Kyle guy an apology because she was the city attorney. He's a new guy. He's just a neighborhood guy, and I'm not having sympathy, whatever. But her being a city attorney should have told him he's breaking his own code of conduct, that he needs to stop and cease and desist right now. And just as the public, just let them do what they had to do. He wouldn't have had all the consequences he had she stopped them. The fact, so I'm mad at her for not. See, that's how they have disdain for the neighborhood council too, because then she went and thanked them for what? He's censored. He's going to be kicked off. He's suspended, and she could have write it right there and say, let him have his speech. Just stop. He would have stopped. He would have listened to her.
Yeah.
And so that's what I mean. Like, even with that level, she's so snaky and disgusting. And I don't condone anything that Kyle did. He needs to be removed because he went out of control. But you see what I'm saying? As far as he needs to be removed, but she needs to be reprimanded too for not helping him. You know, since she was not as a private person, she was there as city attorney. She should have stepped up and said, because they're over. City attorney's over the neighborhood councils, and she didn't. So that's another way she failed. And then she failed. And I said, Streets, I said, she owes you an apology because she did not stop him from doing what he did to you. And she had an obligation to do so. So I said, so I said, she owes you an apology, Streets.
Yeah.
And he should demand it. Cause
Yeah.
But no one wants to
I
think
can't
of.
wait this year. I'm doing Mila tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah, she's going to the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's an
When's that
article
at?
Today, that's at. It's the old.
Oh, yeah. No, I know where it's at. But what time? I think I'll be at
I'm
meetings
not
all
sure what
day.
time.
That's so funny. I love it.
We went to when Elizabeth Moss came. We were there.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so I'm thinking probably like maybe 2-ish, but I don't know.
It sounds like probably.
I'll be there.
Now, are you getting tickets to go go in?
Someone said they're trying to get tickets.
Try to get tickets and go in.
And if not, I'll megaphone right in the front because they're saying they're moving to England. They want to move to England because of the B Diddy stuff. But Europe.
Of course they are. They're already like all these people running.
Yeah.
And isn't she? Well, I mean, is she a Scientologist or just connected because of the
they
show?
both went to the Scientology Christmas event. I think 2 years in a row. I think because I know they went at least once. And then J Lo was Diddy's wife.
Yeah.
And her father's a Scientologist.
I didn't know that part. Wow. See, it's connected. Like it's gonna.
It feels like it's.
It
Connected.
feels like there's a connection somewhere that we can.
And Ashton was good friends with Diddy and good friends with.
And he was doing a lot with kids to help kids, and this one, his friend is trafficking kids, and he's supposed to be helping traffic kids. So that's interesting.
Yeah. He stepped down from that. What was that? Was it Acorn?
I think so.
Was that the name of it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bumped into him once.
Involved with the child trafficking, especially Lee Dundas, which was the one who did the convoy that I was involved in. She was part of the Asian child trafficking division.
Whoa.
And so to me, that's I know that they're trafficking, but now you're in charge of an agency that's not supposed to be trafficking. Those two don't mix.
Yeah. So what's really going on here? Yeah. So I mean, that's what I was trying to bring up today, and I got kicked off because I was trying to talk about stuff, and they won't if you're not on topic. But whatever, you try, you get your comments in. But the trafficking thing, well, they didn't cut me off when I told them that, because they were talking about the airports and stuff. I'm like, you can traffic people supposedly legally. It's like quasi legally in that they have all their papers, and all that stuff, but they're still being trafficked. So I'm like, trafficking is not just behind the scenes underground, no one knows. No, people are being trafficked in broad daylight with plane tickets and passports.
Yeah.
And I told them to please be remembering that.
Ashton's foundation was Thorn.
Oh, Thorn. I thought it was Acorn too.
Acorn was there was an organization that was against. It was cult awareness. Was it Acorn?
Oh, and that's the one that Scientology purchased.
They purchased it. Yes.
That's okay.
They
Okay. There you
that
go.
Organization was used to take down David Koresh in Waco.
Okay.
And to take down Jamestown.
And we could have taken down Scientology, but now they bought it.
They bought it. They sued them and then took over and then had Scientologists working the phones and then closed it up.
Oh man, see how dirty.
Yeah.
And why are they so
So
scared
that
of
was
the
cult awareness organization of the time.
And they're terrified. I can see it in all their faces. They're all nervous about it. It's a really weird vibe. It's really different because I was doing it all on the call-in. But when you go in person, you look them in the eye, and when you start bringing up Scientology, you see there's an anxiety there in a lot of these people.
It makes people uneasy.
It does. They're very uneasy today. Yeah. Yes. And even today, Martinez, he was looking away. He was, they're scared because I don't know where or who it's coming from. I don't know if it's the mayor who.
They're getting pressure.
They are. There's something from high up, and I'm like, we need to figure. That's what we need to find out because they're scared.
That pressure and
yes.
Those cracks will be seen.
Yes.
The
They'll
more
come to the light.
More times you ask them, the harder it is for them to squirrel away from it. And
Yes.
it makes it when they're uncomfortable and
Well,
moving and
I'm in
doing
the way.
that. That's
Yes,
a good
and they
thing.
can't. Yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm not sitting here blocking everybody.
It's all right.
So they have this where you can't, like you can't share the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know how the concrete poured by the city would be Scientologists use.
yeah. Well, I mean, and then, but the thing is too, like any sidewalk is this is where California is weird. Okay, so it would be Scientology's duty. They don't own the easement because the easement's public, but they are required to be the ones to maintain it. It's
Yeah.
the weirdest thing.
That's how it is in Chicago and Illinois.
Oh, okay, but
They
they
have a duty if someone gets hurt on there, even like the sidewalk, you're supposed to keep it shoveled.
right.
And you can
No,
be
they have to
liable.
fix it.
Yeah.
It's their job to fix it even, but they have the permit to fix L. Ron Hubbard Way sidewalks, which are pristine.
Yeah.
They're pretty perfect. This is a mess, but they didn't ask for a permit to fix this, even though they are legally required to maintain this.
Yeah. That's how it is normally, but they still can't. You can't just put shit out in the easement.
No, they can't. They have to have permits, and they have to have like R permits or
So
whatever.
what's an R permit? What?
Revocable.
Revocable.
Right. So it's like a temporary. It's something that can be revoked. I mean, it can go on and on. Like I forget what they said was the
They have R permits for
lighting
Hubbard?
thing. They do for the. I think the lighting and I believe the lighting is the R permits. I'm not sure which.
Okay.
I have like because the engineer, there's someone from the engineering department sent me something, but on it like they have because she was helping me. I was like, I need to know through my CPRA request. I need to know their permits. She goes, well, they do have an R permit, and I believe it's for lighting fixtures.
Okay.
And I'm like, and she said R means revocable, so it's not a permanent. It's not temporary though, like
Yeah.
their construction permits because they have
Yeah.
permits. They have 2 A permits right now to the end of the year. That's to fix our L. Ron Hubbard the street and the sidewalks.
Okay.
And that's till December, but those are every between certain hours. They had to keep one lane open at all times,
Okay.
and I believe they had to keep both lanes open if they're not actually working on it, like certain hours of the day. They're not allowed to block up traffic.
Okay. Interesting.
But so they have 2 A permits, one I believe 1 R permit, and that's
And
it.
A means what?
A is that's for like when it's I don't know what the A stands for, but that's if they're doing something temporary to fix it. Like I think it would be an A permit to fix the smokestack, whatever they need for like to fix the street and stuff.
Is there a permit for this side?
No, there as far as I can tell, there is no permit for whatever they're doing with the tunnels down there. No permit that I can find, and engineer. No one can find any permits for that. There is a complaint with. They did confirm it. There is.
I
It's
saw
being
that.
investigated.
Yeah, it's being investigated allegedly.
Allegedly.
And then the them saying that they're removing the planters was something they did verbally.
Well, no, what happened? Well, Martinez's deputy, we had a phone call conversation, and about this. And what he told me, he goes, I assure you, he goes, they got a letter in writing. And he didn't send me the letter or anything, but he assured me. So I'm just going by his word. That they got written notice in the mail and a phone call. Oh, I'm sorry that they have. Sorry, they have all these planters here. What a gorgeous dog! Wow, so beautiful, baby. And that they were told by phone that they had to remove it. And then he also told he goes, I'm warning you. He goes, planters are very low priority for the city, so don't expect. He goes, they're going to be granted a sufficient amount of time to do it. And if they don't do it, don't expect the city to come and take them. It's not going to happen. I'm like, well, you came and took it, for the home against the homeless encampment up there. That's all this is. Plus it's non-ADA. It's a whole thing. Plus it's not fire compliant. And he says, well, he goes, like I'll put that word in. But so I asked today, I went to the mayor's help desk. I said, I want proof of this letter now.
Oh, perfect.
Yes,
That's
I'm
a good
asking
thing
for
that
it.
to be done.
Yeah, because I'm like,
job.
yeah, I took the word at the time,
Yeah.
but I'm like, you know what? I really want to see proof that he's not BSing me.
Yeah.
Show
Well,
me.
That's the game.
Yes.
You have to have it on paper.
Yeah, because he may have just, like, I like to give the benefit of the doubt. I didn't have no reason not to believe him. But who knows at this point, They could be just telling you what you want to hear. And I did ask him. I remember on the phone, I was like, I remember asking him. He goes, I don't have that on me. Like, I don't have that right now. but now enough time has gone by. He should have it by now. But I put it in with the mayor's desk as well. And I'm going to follow up with him too. And I'm going to say, hey, it's still here. It's still a problem. But I did talk to Martinez at that committee meeting. It's still here. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
He looks scared. He literally looks scared to me. Like, I don't know how big. Like, I'm calling him a mafia now because it feels like they're afraid of the capo. What's it? The capo, like the top mafia person.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know who that person is that's scaring them, but it's somebody.
See, this is what the city does need. They need life and flowers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
and
love
everything.
that. Yes.
Within reason, this is just excessive. Like,
Yes.
if you add it next to the tree and a couple
Yeah.
of the spots, you know. But this is
Like make it
this is-
ADA compliant.
this is
Yeah.
Specifically, not for beautification, but to
No.
stop protest.
It's for harassment
It's for
and
harassment.
and it makes it like you can't get in. You know, like look how many times you have to move for people. It's not fair. I agree, and I agree with how it brings butterflies. Like all the arguments you're making, I
Yeah.
agree. I fully support planters. I don't mean get rid of all of them. Just make them compliant because you can't sit there and say screw the ADA community. We don't care about federal laws. You know, Scientology gets what they want. It doesn't work that
Yeah,
way.
They put it in the easement too.
Yeah.
You know, that's the dirty thing of it.
And they should be smaller or like every I don't know, maybe one every between the trees, you know?
Yeah.
Like that would work. And
Yeah.
that would attract butterflies and big beauty and then make the actual container pretty. Like that's so ugly.
Yeah, I want to start decorating them.
And then they killed the bees. Like these flowers are supposed to they want to attract butterflies, but they need the bees too, and they killed them. And so I want to get the bee people on them because I know there's like bee people that are getting really pissed off by that stuff.
Yeah, because that hive's been there for years.
Yeah, and it's not only cruel, but they are a sort. That's how we get our honey. That's how we get pollination. Like we need the bees. And then other than that, I know. Like I'm ready. I'm gonna try to count the. They want to count, so see how many. Like for Public Works tomorrow, how obnoxious.
How many planters there are?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You want to count? You want to count this street for me? Like not right now. You don't have to do it right this second, and I'll count that street.
I'll
And
do
then
it right now.
okay, I'll do, and then I'll see you later. And then because I wanted to make this a quick one. I'll do L. Ron Hubbard Way, and then we'll add the numbers. Good talking to you, DOA.
Later.
Bye. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm like. Bees are a necessity. Absolutely, they are. And see all these, it could be beautiful. They don't even take care of the flower. They're not even watering it. Okay, so I need one of those little clickers to count. Hope I'm not too tired to, let's see. Okay, over there, I'm gonna, wait, one, you know what, I'll just go up and down the street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and let me see how many up to that tree. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, so 32 up until... Okay, 32 up to this point. Okay. So 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. So 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Ooh, I'm getting wet. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so for 130 for one block. Excuse me, 130, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Sorry, I don't know what is going on. I hope you heard all that. 151. 151 total. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps buzzing me out. It's a 151. Train delayed because of a shooting at Hollywood Western train station. It happened to... I was just going to stop at Hollywood and Western. Is it still closed? I wanted to go there next. I was thinking of, but is it all closed down? There are the bees pollinate fruits. Exactly. They're valuable to the planet. 151 on one block. That is absolutely insane. So what was the shooting about? Okay, guys, so remind me if anyone's here tomorrow, if I'm at Public Works, 151. I had to see what anyone got DOA's count. I have to see DOA's count. Hello.
How you doing?
Hi, good. How you doing?
Good. Practicing for a three-legged race.
Let's go to the train and then... He was at 60? 60 for DOA. And that's 2 blocks, but they're gigantic and they have more space because it's not L. Ron Hubbard. So is his 60 total, or is it still counting? Is he still counting it? 151 is absolutely insane. Absolutely nuts. I'm glad we can. I don't remember who gave that idea, but thank you. It's a great idea. So 160, but even now, that's what we're talking 211 so far. 211. Was that you, Shabazz? I forget who suggested, but whoever did, that was a great idea. I gotta start remembering names. I gotta start. But so, guys, do you know if Hollywood and Western still shut down, or what's going on with that? I'm gonna wait. Interesting. I don't know if I should go. I want to get home and edit. I have, things of those clips, but at the same time, I wanted to stop by there. But not go to La Poubelle. I'm not there. 211. Yeah, see, that's insane, Amy. I mean, like, so let me know if you could. Yeah, that's true, Ann. It would be like 300. Yeah, if it's I don't want to go up there if it's, did the police shot somebody, or like what happened? That's weird. But I'm going to lose you in the subway, so I'll just get across here. And I'm going to thank everyone. Oh, they left the blood. Well, no, you know what? The blood, they do that. I've seen that before because I've seen different crime scenes, just living in the city. And that's a special crew that comes out later to do the cleanup. It's a special cleaning, which sounds so macabre and gross. But I don't even think, I don't even know if they're city, I think they contract it out and then they come and they do because it's kind of like a hazmat, because once you start, okay, well, but you know what, you got a lot, 60's good. Yeah, that's it. And I just wanted to, oh yeah, those cleaning crews. Yeah, because I saw it once in my area. Someone was stabbed, and they had to do it, and they had to treat it very differently. Like they had to spray it with like chemicals right then. Like it's very different how they handle it. Cops aren't prepared. Yeah, they can't do it. So as gross as it seems, but that's horrible. But thanks. Well, I might stay in the elevator until. I wish I had the elevator coming down. It was a little scary. Me and my elevators. A man walked inside the train station. Oh, I could not hear that. I wonder if he's like, yeah, it's like hazardous waste. And yeah, they have to, like, I forget how they did it, but they had to pour down, like, I think bleach. They have to break it down first. And then because they have to do like the spraying and stuff, but they can't just spray it away. Okay, so. Whoa. So I may skip that one. Wanted to stop by a store there. I figure since I'm out anyway. Although I'm tired and probably just go home. I don't know if you guys still with me, but 214 now. Okay. Yeah, I want to get that final count. Hate elevators. Okay, guys, I'm going to check off. Thanks for being there with me. I said 10 minutes. I think it's it's been 2 hours. Well, an hour, almost an hour. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for being here with me. Thanks for the count. Have to let me tag me whatever with the count. All right, talk to you later, guys. Oh, thank you, Gina. I know I love that you guys are with me. Thank you for Kara, my mods. Thank you, thank you. They hosed the. Oh wow, yeah, they called it that. Yeah, here they don't do that. Interesting. But good night, everyone. See, hopefully, God willing, tomorrow start over.